Morning. It's Tuesday, April 19th, and a very strange thing happened over the weekend in the Ukrainian war. The leader of the Russian Orthodox Church came out in favor of Vladimir Putin's war in Ukraine. Patriarch Kirill has supported a sermon that supported the war. It's a very strange phenomenon, since 1/3 of the congregants of the Russian Orthodox Church live in Ukraine. They are Ukrainians, but they have been tied to the Russian Orthodox Church for as long as it's been back, as long as it's been running, because it was shut down by Stalin for many, many years. In a strong message of support for the war, Patriarch Kirill said that we as Russians must rally round our government so that it can repel its enemies, both external and internal. That is a strong message in faith. In my mind, I can't understand him making such a statement. Does he really believe that the Ukrainians were the enemies of Russia? Or is he just kowtowing to Putin for some reason? He's certainly not standing up for what most churches stand up: peace and serenity, safety of the congregations, praying as a way to overcome the miseries of life. What is he doing? What is he doing by supporting Putin? What can Putin really do for him? The thing that I could think of is that this leader of the church believes that this Russian invasion is an act to reunite the ancient Slavic Orthodox lands. Maybe he's going way back in his mind in history when we needed a place like Russia, or in his mind they needed a place like Russia, and it consolidated all those lands. And certainly we know that some of his religious aspects have come against the values of the West. He does not believe that the West is God-worthy, I will use that term. He considered the West immoral. He's against gay parades. He says, that God's truth is on Russia's side. So we have a very orthodox man. I will consider this guy Kirill a very orthodox man. And it upsets him that the world is not what he believes it should be. And therefore he sides. He sides with a maniac in the destruction of a country and the killing of thousands of people. In Ukraine, there are 12,000 parishes that belong to the Russian Orthodox Church. Does he care that almost all of those parishes are destroyed or about to be destroyed? No, he doesn't care about that. He hasn't even thought about the people of the Ukraine. Doesn't he owe them something? They are his congregants. It's an amazing thing that Ukrainians, through all of their lives, have remained faithful to the Russian Orthodox Church. 1/3 of the population of the Russian Orthodox Church is Ukrainian. Does that not matter to this man? Or maybe he's not capable of understanding the arithmetic that's associated with that. These are the lives of his congregants that are in danger. This is not about Russia becoming one solid nation of greatness anymore. This is about murder and the church. The church is siding with a maniacal dictator. This hasn't happened probably since Pope Pius XII sided with Hitler during World War II, which at that time destroyed the Catholic political opposition to Hitler, and it betrayed the Jews of Europe. We are all aware of the horrors of that decision. And Patriarch Kirill presented an icon to the fighting divisions. of Russian soldiers in the Ukraine. And he said a special prayer for the soldiers in those units fighting for Russia's true independence. You have a maniac leading the country. You have a maniacal leader and the leading cleric in the country supporting the war. What kind of vision is that to the people of Russia, to the people of Ukraine? Ukrainians have felt deserted. Many Ukrainians love their church, and it has deserted them in their hour of desperate need. I say, why? Why? Where is Kirill coming from? What can Putin do to him that would make him act like this? Well, perhaps he really believes in it. Perhaps he really, really believes that Russia has to become the Soviet Union again, and that would be good for him. I doubt that very much. I doubt that the Ukrainian people are going to stand with this church. If they do, they are not the brightest people in the world. But I suspect, noticing the way that they have fought, that they will not come back to this church. Kirill has put a dagger in the heart of his Ukrainian congregants by standing with Putin against them. He has been deserted by several of his priests. It is doubtful in my mind that the Ukrainians, when this war is over, will ever return to the Russian Orthodox Church. So I leave you with those thoughts this morning. Great day. Bye.